that line, that line. Roll it through all the way to the pads. Yeah, satisfied. No bat in ball. Ball tracking when ready, please. Stand by, Faisal, waiting for ball tracking.
Closer than we thought.
Okay, here we go. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting, original decision not out. Faisal, I recommend you to reverse your original decision of not out. You're on screen.
Out, and that's a huge blow. Straight away after the drinks break. We've seen that time and time again. And this is Bangladesh's most experienced player, the captain. Straight away after the break, attempting the sweep. Afghanistan going upstairs. And what they had to see with the line. On line, and Liton Das was in trouble. For 9, 87 for 2 now.
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে টিপিএস, টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ। এভাবে ভালোবাসার রংগুলোকে আপন করে শুরু হোক এক রঙিন যাত্রা। 5000-এর বেশি শেডস নিয়ে এখন নতুন ফর্মুলায় নতুন প্যাকে এলো বার্জার রোবিয়া ল্যাক। থাকুন। $87 for 2. Ridoy, the new man out there. So Bangladesh losing their second wicket straight away after the drinks break. And here's Nur. Striking with his first delivery.
Kind of forced into the attack because they held him back. Because of Tanzid, would have decided, no, we got to go with the bowlers we have. Tawhid Ridoy, good little player. He's the second leading highest scorer, run scorer in the Bangladesh camp after Liton Das, by far.
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন।
If they have to get that 175, 180, his innings becomes crucial. 48, if converted to 70 plus, and take Bangladesh there. This was the key. Where did the ball pitch? Pitched in line, and it was hitting the stumps.
Gurbaz was adamant that they needed to, and I think they took a chance there, basically. Need a wicket, they need a couple more, in fact, to probably restrict Bangladesh to around 160, 165.
See already in this over, no real spin. Not seen much of that, so this pitch will remain good. Might get a little slower. The Afghanistan bowling lineup, plenty of spin as always. Faruqi bowled well actually. Those figures really don't tell you the true story. Went for 4 boundaries in 1 over, but swung the ball. It's a good over straight away after the break. Conceded.
Both wickets to fall. For batters hitting across the line towards that short boundary. That's the way to go as well. Take your chances.
Oh, that's through him. And missed the stumps by much. 11 gone, 90 for 2. কি ভাই দরকারের সময় নেট নাই আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই এখন অন সারাক্ষণ
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
জানতে পারলাম বাউন্স করা যায়, এটা সবথেকে ভালো লাগে যে কম অ্যামাউন্ট দিয়ে করা যায়, ক্যাশ আউট করতে গেলে কোনো চার্জ লাগে না।
বিকাশ সাথে ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
Team dismissed. I'd probably send him next as a left-hander.
So Cousin Fur back into the attack. Bangladesh looking to consolidate.
Something always seems to happen. The back of the hand from Nur. But he turns. Grips ever so slightly.
Just slowing it up a bit, just taking the pace off, getting the ball to grip the surface.
No rush as well, Afghanistan. They probably have a number in their head that they're happy to chase. Sri Lanka with 4 points, that net run rate can be vital depending on what happens in this game today. Bangladesh, they got a bit of work to do because of a big loss.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম দেশীয় উপবাস
Sri Lanka here in Abu Dhabi.
Assalamu alaikum. Bangladesh.
Some skid through, just a bit of deviation, but the areas and lines they bowl are the key. It's always wicket to wicket. Tanzid on 49, striking it so well.
Some good bowling after the drinks break. They would have had a chat, said let's target the stumps.
লাইনে
Good
ব্যাটিং
stump
করবার
to
জন্য
stump.
ভালো কোনো
Batsman hits across the line, bring the leg before the ball into play. They got the leg
সাইড খুঁজে
before.
পাচ্ছেন না,
They were
নয়
looking
দেরি
for.
এখন বিউইং 35 নিয়ে এলো।
Zid Hassan, 50 of just 28. 4 boundaries, 3 sixes. So he's really taken the attack to Afghanistan.
Yeah, striking it sweetly. His 7th half century for Tanzid Hassan Tamim. He's got a lot more work to do because you don't want to leave it to a new batter to come in slow conditions. Good crowd in, both teams well supported.
So 12 overs bowled, it's 95 for 2.
ক্রাঞ্চি বাটারফুল বিস্কিট, যার প্রতি বাইটে বিউটিফুল থেকে ওয়ান্ডারফুল সবই মনে হয় বাটারফুল। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
Maggie Hot and Spicy Blast, taste of the nation.
Tigers maybe on top at the moment, with 95 on the board.
Tigers have roared, haven't they? With the bat. Finally. Didn't do it against Sri Lanka. Different story today.
Big shot, slog sweep, flat and 6. Aggression from Bidoy. Yeah, it's very important for Bangladesh. Hit the bat, you would tell it's all the way for a maximum.
How impressive the intent that Bangladesh have shown so far in a crunch game. It's a shorter, wider delivery, probably a result of that shot.
Well, it's always important if you can start the over with a boundary. What's that? With a maximum.
Just a little check of a no ball here. She can't look overly happy, and this wouldn't improve his mood if no ball. That's very tight, isn't it? It's about as tight as it gets. A little bit just behind the line. It was by the barest of margins. Not a no ball. Now, how will Tanzid play it from here? He's going to pick up another two. Has he got another gear he can go up? He's already striking at 179.
Well, he was looking for runs. Got hero against Sri Lanka in 14, the previous match, but he is the player in spotlight. Tanzid Hassan Tamim is hit big shots and hit boundaries and got to a brilliant 52 and still out there in the middle.
Don't want to miss that. 61 mile an hour from Nur Ahmed. Feel like his overs could be here as well. The back end, he's still got 2.2 left.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
আবার কাটছে কি ভাই? দরকারের সময় নেট নাই? আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই। এখন নেট অন সারাক্ষণ।
আমিও তো টাকা রাখি, কিন্তু আবার উঠেই খাই ফেলাই। তারপর ভিডিও দেখে একটা সেভিংস অ্যাকাউন্ট করে ফেললাম। বিকাশের মাধ্যমেই আমি টাকাটা ব্যাংকে জমাচ্ছি।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে টিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
Maggie hot and spicy, taste of the nation, taste of the nation, taste of the nation, taste of the nation, taste of the nation.
Shamim Hossain in at number 5 for Bangladesh with a key role to play in these final overs. Immediately goes for the reverse sweep, but he can't beat short third either side of him. That would have been 4. Wicket in the over, 104 for 3.
রিয়েল চকলেটের এক্সট্রা থিক কোটিং এ নতুন সল্টেড ক্যারামেল ফ্লেভারে রোবাস্টা রিয়েল চকলেট ম্যাটার্স। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
আবার কাটছে কি ভাই? দরকারের সময় নেট নাই? আপনার চাই রবি ওয়াইফাই। এখন নেট অন সারাক্ষণ।
Nicely at the moment. Rohit Hridoy is still there. Has hit a 6. He's up and running. Tamim and Jaka to come. Googly, do not miss that. Do not cut that. off middle stump too often, because most of the time it won't come off.
Yeah, well, Rashid Khan, you don't want to expose your stumps, and you gotta have to be very fast to react because he's very quick. His googly, in particular, comes in very sharply.
Rashid Khan also has a few balls left, 11 in total. Oh, it's gone through. It's going to be a boundary. Just should have only been one.
And I like the way he plays. Character. He enjoys scoring runs, creates opportunities. The first ball we saw, he faced off Nur. It was away from Fazal Faruqi. He wasn't reaching there. He's already got himself a boundary. Up and running, Shamim out in the middle.
Yeah, I think it was a bit harsh on Faruqi. He did stumble, though, before he made the dive. And that's why he didn't get there. Shamim Hossain is in good form. 42 of 34 balls in the match against Sri Lanka. Decent strike rate, 127. He can hit a long ball. He's one of the players that Bangladesh look to in the final 5 overs or so to muscle the ball over boundary. And this is about as tough as it gets against Rashid Khan. Made room there. And
I don't think he read that. Rashid Khan followed him.
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ।
But the key thing there was that he got it in exactly the right spot. Decent strike.
Well, remember, 86-run partnership against Sri Lanka. He saved his team and gave him something to defend. Albeit it was in a losing cause, but you got to talk about his form. He got it absolutely right. Rashid won't look happy. I tell you, he's really nice.
It's a big gap there. It's a big playing surface. Reverse this time. And that's the leg spinner again.
Run energy. He's going to just try his different shots. Switch hit. Look for it.
Again, it's another sweep. Almost every ball.
Lari Dios, no. No. No.
Mohammed has been good, 2 for 12.
বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইয়েরা যে যেখানে আছেন
হাজারো ক্যাসিনো, এছাড়াও আছে ক্রিকেট, ফুটবল, টেনিস। আপনি আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে দেওয়া নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
Bangladesh. Interestingly, Afghanistan put a squeeze inside these middle overs.
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ শিপন মিয়া আনিস খান, ধন্যবাদ। এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ।
না সাইডে নিলাম।
Not fully capitalised on that start, but they have wickets in hand, which is good news for them. How many can they take from these final 5 overs? Oh, Nepal fan in the house. Got as well. In there with the Bangladeshis, maybe he's supporting them. Sad to see Nepal not in this tournament. Qualify, unfortunately. Even an over from here gets Bangladesh up to 174, which I would suggest be a pretty good total on the board. Not going to be easy to chase that. Now they've got to get there first. Final over for Rashid Khan. Will only be one.
Well, this has been the dismissals. You see against the spin and the sweep has been in the play. I've hit a few shots, but also lost my wicket, particularly of Liton Dash. There's a lot of sweep shots, but today, lost his wicket.
Yeah. Also, that is live by the sword, die by the sword. How much seam do you think we'll see from here on in, Ahmed?
Interesting question. I think looking at Fazlak Farooq, he's still with his 2 overs. I think he will bowl out. He's got good slow deliveries. The death overs. He's got good yorkers too.
Cross stop full. Finger goes up. Rashid Khan has a smile back on his face. They're going to send it upstairs. Not too hopeful for the batter here.
Thank you.
TV umpire to director, we have a player's review for LBW. Original decision is out. Feed check. It's a fair delivery. Front on, please. The ball appears to be missing the bat. I would still like to confirm it with Ultra Edge, please. Stand by, Ravi. Waiting for Ultra Edge. Stand by. Still waiting. Okay, roll it. That line has well passed by. That is 5. No batting when ready, please. Pitching in line, impact in line, sitting, original decision out. Ravindra, you can stay with the original decision out. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen.
While the partnership of team has been broken, Shamim Hussain, after making enterprising 11, I'll say, is out by Rashid Khan. 121 for 4 Bangladesh.
এভাবেই ভালোবাসার রঙগুলোকে আপন করে শুরু হোক এক রঙিন যাত্রা। 5000-এর বেশি শেডস নিয়ে এখন নতুন ফর্মুলায় নতুন প্যাকে এলো বার্জার রোবিয়া ল্যাক। থাকো রঙিন।
মাই বিএল অ্যাপের ইন্টারনেট প্যাকে পাবেন সবচেয়ে বেশি।
প্রতিদিনের সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে সুরক্ষায় ডেন্টিস্টদের আস্থা সেন্সোডাইন এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে 20 গ্রামের ছোট প্যাকেট।
Here's Jakar Ali. Failed out Bangladesh in the previous game. Very wide, very full, and a misfield from Noor Ahmed allows Jakar to get off the mark. He and Shamim with a vital partnership in the previous match to get them up to a defendable score. In the end, they lost, but good average for Jakar. Decent strike rate as well, 350s. He and Shamim, the two they often look to right at the back end. Ball and a misfield score from Noor Ahmed. They've just lost some momentum here, Bangladesh. After a good start, good middle overs.
Yeah, well, for Afghanistan, Rashid's form is very crucial. In the Tri-Nation Series, he was the second leading wicket taker, 9 wickets to him. It's very crucial in the Asia Cup that he comes with the same form once again among wickets. It's going to be bowled out, 2 for 24. Really good figures.
Run first one hard, might be 2. It is 2. But Rashid is done. Good spell for him. 2 for 26. 4 overs left. 124 for 4.
এয়ারটেল শট এয়ারটেল মানি তো বেস্ট, কারণ মাই এয়ারটেল অ্যাপে বেস্ট অফার সব সময়। জানতে পারলাম বাবার মাধ্যমে যে বিকাশে সেভিংস করা যায়, এটা থেকে ভালো লাগে যে কম অ্যামাউন্ট দিয়েই করা যায়। ক্যাশ আউট করতে গেলে কোনো চার্জ লাগে না।
বিকাশ ডিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
He's going to finish off here. This man can pack a punch. Jakar Ali. Good evening, Arthur.
Good evening, Roshan. Good evening, all. Remember, Liton Dash mentioned that he scores 160 and still on course at this run rate of 7.67. They will end up at 153 with 6 wickets in hand. And after this over is where everybody's thinking who's going to bowl the last few. Pulled away. That is a good shot. You mentioned about that he's a really good striker of the cricket ball. And that's evidence. That is a very well good. Good shot through the mid-wicket area for a boundary.
I've seen him do that. Seen him play some really big shots, and this is exactly what Bangladesh needs at this stage. They need somebody to play that innings. The cameo, 5 of 3 at the moment.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। বাংলাদেশি এবং ইচ্ছামতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে দেওয়া নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
This is that last wicket. It was reviewed, but it
just straightened down the line, and that was a big wicket. That was Shamim, who batted brilliantly against Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh needed him to be there at the end. 2 balls to go in the over. Well, Ridoy has been a little bit quiet, 20 of 14. He's someone who's seen who can really...
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ। এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ
I don't think he has. For a moment, I thought he has referred it. They're thinking about it still. They're not referring it. They're not referring it. 129 for 4. 130 for 4, in fact.
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
প্রতিদিনের সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে সুরক্ষায় ডেন্টিস্টদের আস্থা সেন্সোডাইন এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে 20 গ্রামের ছোট প্যাকেট।
Maggi Hot and Spicy Blast, taste of the nation.
মাই বিএল অ্যাপের ইন্টারনেট প্যাকে পাবেন সবচেয়ে বেশি।
And they got a seam on. And the Bangladesh batters would enjoy that bit of extra pace.
They went for 19 in the first 2 overs, remember? And it was the spin twins, Rashid Khan and Nur.
Starts off with the bowling into the pitch. Pace off that time. They'll come for 2. Not great fielding. Not great fielding. Afghanistan can't afford to have those fumbles at this stage.
They've been a bit sloppy, haven't they? I mean, they've set a very high standard. That's the appeal. Now you can see the direction where the keeper was going. So it would give you that indication the ball pitched around the leg stump, and anticipating the ball would have gone and missed the leg stump. I mean, that's the reason why they didn't take the review.
Going at a little over 7.5, 7.69. They're in a good position to launch. Because Jakir has made 6 of 5. Ridoy, 23 of 17. Striking at 135. That's quite good. They need to move on from here. But short 13, short final again. So expect a lot of slower deliveries. Yes, that's what he's trying to do. Bowling into the pitch. Pace off. And a couple of runs again. This is good running.
Yeah, they made the changes, but made sure that he was in the 11 and he played some glorious shots. Tanzid Hassan Tamim really down the ground, took on the seamers early on. 4 4s and 3 6s in that innings of 52. But I ideally would have hoped that he could have stayed on. And it's a really good start to give them some hope to have a good total on the board. Well played.
Again, pace off. Only a single. Yes, that was a magnificent knock from Tanzid. Batted brilliantly. I thought he set the tone so well. Some outstanding shots. He was picking his spots. You spoke about those big hits, those sweeps, the flicks. And he's got runs right round the wickets. So, but he's been very prolific. Anything, he's pounced on. Lovely driver of the ball as well. Ridoy, 26 of 19. This man needs to move. Well, so just take a look at the boundary riders there. 3 men on the leg side, 2 on the off. Maruki looking to take pace off. It's not easy, I'll tell you. It's not coming on. So Bangladesh, this is good running. So you get 160 on a surface that's slowing down. We're going to have a good contest.
Yeah, without those couple of runs, they're now 7 runs in an over. And that's what he did, Tanzid Hassan. Look how strong he is down the ground, 34, 35%, 36% in the V. That is his strong area. And also keen to cut and pull. Right. Loosening up, Taskin Ahmed did not feature in the last game.
It was a surprise, of course, but he's back. Well, he's really taking a lot of pace off. But this is clever batting. This is really clever batting. They're not looking at hitting boundaries, but they're running twos, picking those gaps. They still count. They've got 9 runs in the over.
Yeah, I think the key is to not to hit too hard. If it's not there, then try to play a little bit on the softer side, because you talk about the boundary riders on the onside. There are 3 of them. So anything on the onside, if it reaches them quickly, it'll only be a single. So this is smart cricket. They've been running hard, they've been aggressive, and the understanding has been very good.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইয়েরা যে কোনো প্রকার এজেন্টের ঝামেলা ছাড়াই। আর আমাদের সাইটে আছে হাজারো ক্যাসিনো, এছাড়াও আছে ক্রিকেট, ফুটবল, টেনিস। আপনি আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
স্বাদের এক অনন্য অভিজ্ঞতা, ইস্পাহানি পাফি বাইট, সব স্বাদের অনন্য সমাহার।
মাই বিএল অ্যাপের ইন্টারনেট প্যাকে পাবেন সবচেয়ে বেশি।
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
সবার ভরসা মা, আর মায়ের ভরসা এসিআই অ্যারোসল। 50 বছরেরও বেশি সময় ধরে পরিবারের সুরক্ষায়।
ACI aerosol.
Really great atmosphere. And also some very pretty faces in the crowd.
Should certainly be looking to pick up a boundary, few boundaries in the last 2 hours. 10 deliveries since the last boundary, 9 runs in the previous over. What is his option? What are the options for Ridoy here? 26 of 19. He's only picked up a 4 and a 6. Can he pick up a couple of boundaries to set Afghanistan a good target? 139 for 4.
Asmatullah is not going to give him pace. He's got that short third and short fine. And goes wide and he goes over the top. And in fact, taken in the deep. For a moment I thought it bounced in front, but it went straight to the fielder. That is a big wicket.
Yeah, looking to be aggressive and no problems there. But the problem was when he got the connection, it went straight into the hand. I thought it was a little bit wide also, deep in his crease. And then a pretty good catch in the deep. That's exactly what Afghanistan would have hoped for. Azmatullah Omarzai back in the attack and among the wickets. Rida goes for 26. Bangladesh 139 for 5.
জানতে পারলাম বাবার মাধ্যমে যে বিকাশে সেভিংস করা যায়। এটা সবথেকে ভালো লাগে যে কম অ্যামাউন্ট দিয়েই করা যায়। ক্যাশ আউট করতে গেলে কোনো চার্জ লাগে না।
বিকাশ টিপিএস টাকা জমায় সারা দেশ।
Nur Hassan Sohan is the new batter. Comes in with Bangladesh needing quick runs at the moment. 139 for 5. Gets a full toss. Over the top. A boundary off the first ball. Perfect for him to start with.
Wicket of the first delivery, and the very next delivery is a hit over the top of that infielder for a boundary. Good start for Nur Hassan Chauhan, playing his very first game in this edition of the Asia Cup. A good option, good execution, also deep in his crease. Bit on towards the offside, realizing the fact that the mid-off was inside the circle, and he got it where he wanted and put it away nicely.
Long off goes out, fine leg comes in, but then it's quite clear that the leg side is the shorter boundary. So they're just moving a little bit wide, like looking to open up that area. That's a wide, that's a wide. Is it not? Well, it did move, I agree, but it was very wide. Well, I think they'll want to check whether it pitched on the playing area or the pitch. Is it outside? It looks outside to me. Definitely outside the white line. That's a wide. It has to be a wide. Yes, that's the confirmation. Well, a few inches further would have been outside the playing strip, which would have been a no ball. So Azmatullah was going wide as Sohan was going wide. He was looking to move to the off because he's got that leg side area open. It's a packed offside field. See, that's what he's trying to do. He's moving, he's looking to open up that leg side area.
He's moving a little bit too much, isn't he? Nur Hassan Chauhan. And when you do it on a regular basis, that means you're giving an opportunity for the bowlers, knowing exactly that you're going to move around. So he's still very close. He wanted him to bowl on stumps and whack it away on the onside. So, well, Azmatullah Marzai.
And also he was smart. He took pace off that delivery. Swing and a miss. Again, pace off. Akar Ali was swinging to the hills. Was hoping that he'll get a good connection.
And that's the wicket. I just thought maybe it was a little bit too wide. Could have been a wide had he left it alone, but he really went after it. And in the end, gets caught in the deep.
Again, another swing and a miss. This is wild. This is rather blind as well. This is not good batting. He's just wasted 2 deliveries.
Well, credit to the bowler. Azmatullah Marzai knew exactly what the batsman is trying to do here. Roll of the fingers this time around. Another slower delivery. And his clever piece of bowling. Well disguised the slower deliveries in this over from Marzai.
Very clear where he's aiming to hit them. Brilliant. That was pace on. That is a very good end to the over. Just 6 runs, 145 for 5.
নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল আছে টার্বো ক্লিন টেকনোলজি, যা 100 কঠিন দাগ দূর করে এক ধোয়াতেই। নতুন সার্ফ এক্সেল।
মাই বিএল অ্যাপের মিনিট প্যাকে পাবেন সবচেয়ে বেশি। Well, interesting comparison of the buildings. In the power plays, it was quite big, but then it's got progressively smaller. And that had a lot to do with the spinners of Afghanistan. Nur Ahmed, Rashid Khan, they were outstanding in those middle overs. Always so critical. This is Faruqi. Oh, he gets, could be trouble, could be trouble. Now, did Sohan get back?
It looks like he's okay, but where was he going? The last 4 deliveries has been dots, Roshan. And that's the trouble for Bangladesh. They needed at least a back to ball or maybe even a single, but nothing in the last 4 deliveries. What can they bring in the next 5? He's okay, he's well in. The 5 more legitimate deliveries available. Got to put back to ball here.
Yeah, precious 4 dots from a Bangladeshi point of view. This is clever bowling. They'll get a single. But then I think the Afghan attack revolved around so much of spin. They'll come back for 2. Rush.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইয়েরা যে যেখানে আছেন আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান, ধন্যবাদ।
Onside. This time he handled this perfectly. There you go. That's what he has been trying to do. But then the ball is a little bit closer to his left leg. It's easy for him to scoop it. Really good. Very good execution from Nur Hassan. A boundary.
Yeah, good presence of mind as well, because he knew that the short fine was in the circle. Short third in the circle as well, but 3 boundary riders on the leg side. Point and off. Down to the last 3. This time, he'll find the fielder. Turning out to be a good over for Afghanistan. Previous over 6 and now 7 runs on the first 4 deliveries. Well, as I said, the 2 spinners had done a sterling job for Afghanistan. Rashid Khan had 2 for 26 and Nur Rahmat was even better. 2 for 23. Couldn't read him. Litton Das's wicket, the big one. And then this. Was never in control. The
এশিয়া কাপের
We got 2 balls to go in the innings, and this is how the Afghan bowling has panned out. Just so 152 for 5. Right, 152 for 5. There is a hold up because I think there is. Sohan seemed to be cramping up. Bangladesh looking at 160. He's in a spot of bother for sure. Yeah, he's been given some attention. At a critical time, very, very important. So he's got to recommence with 2 balls to go. 7 runs already in the over. 4 dots in between. 19th and the 20th over. Finished off those 19th over with 3 dots and then a first ball dot. So critical. He's getting some protection. He's getting some attention. Could be a problem with his ankle. So 7.73 is what they're going at. Less than 8 runs and over. They're happy with 160. Afghanistan will be pleased with their work because particularly after the power play, 59 without loss in the first 6 overs, and then the next phase, 7 to the 15th, is where the spinners played a big role, 60 for 3, with little over 6 runs an over. That made a big difference. Right, he seemed to be all right, thankfully. Sohan?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইরা আর আমাদের সাইটে আছে হাজারো ক্যাসিনো, এছাড়াও আছে ক্রিকেট, ফুটবল, টেনিস। আপনি আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে দেওয়া নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে। আসসালামু আলাইকুম বাংলাদেশি এবং বাংলাদেশি প্রবাসী ভাইয়েরা যে যেখানে আছেন, তাদের জন্য আমরা নিয়ে আসছি bazi9.bet। আপনি এখানে নিজেই আইডি করে নিজেই ডিপোজিট করতে পারবেন, নিজেই উইথড্র করতে পারবেন, কোনো প্রকার এজেন্টের ঝামেলা ছাড়াই। আর আমাদের সাইটে আছে হাজারো ক্যাসিনো, এছাড়াও আছে ক্রিকেট, ফুটবল, টেনিস। আপনি আপনার ইচ্ছা মতো গেম খেলে এখানে উপার্জন করতে পারবেন। তবে আর দেরি কেন, আমাদের স্ক্রিনে দেওয়া নম্বরে যোগাযোগ করুন এবং আজই আপনার অ্যাকাউন্ট নিশ্চিত করুন এবং উপার্জন করুন ঘরে বসে।
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ। এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ।
9 runs is all but Bangladesh gets in the last over, and still a competitive 154 for 5. Afghanistan, Jonathan Trott will be very pleased with the way the spinners got to work, this man in particular. But Bangladesh will be unhappy considering where they were in the power play and what they eventually got in the end. So Bangladesh 154 for 5. 7.7 runs is their rate of scoring. So Afghanistan will be after 155.
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ দেখতে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ।
Which is Afghanistan's strength.
এশিয়া কাপের প্রত্যেকটি ম্যাচ অ্যাডস ফ্রি লাইভ আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করুন। আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ইতিমধ্যে আমাদের ফেসবুক পেজটিকে ফলো করেছেন রুহুল আমিন, হাবিবুল্লাহ, আরফান আহমেদ, শিপন মিয়া, আনিস খান। ধন্যবাদ।
And the Bangladesh batting card, as I said, a good opening partnership. Tanzid got them off to a good start. Look at that. Tanzid hasn't come in 2 of 31, but then the rest never really had the flourish they were looking for. That's where Bangladesh really would think that they missed out. 4 for 5 is all what they got in 20 overs. But this man was very good. The run scoring was excellent. Tanzid not afraid to go over the top to the spinners and the fast bowlers on. Good with a slog sweep. Anything short he latched onto. Cleared the boundary and was very productive right round, but he was particularly fond of that area between mid-off and mid-on. Look at those runs, 34% and 2%. So that's 36% of those runs in the way. And as far as the partnerships were concerned, after that opening partnership, well, nothing really to show as far as Bangladesh is concerned. Promised, but never delivered. Right, as far as Afghanistan bowling, the spinners were magnificent. 2 for 26 to Rashid Khan and Noor Ahmed 2 for 23. An excellent finish by Faruqi and Omasai. And the target for Afghanistan is 155 in 50 overs. The question is, how will they set about trying to get this? We're going to take a break, and when we come back on the other side, it will be the reply of Afghanistan.
Well, this man was very good. His run scoring was excellent. Tanzil.